Hello, everyone. This is Abdul Nassif. Some people they call me NR7, and yeah, other people they call me the brain, the thinker. But uh, try to introduce my friend here and my brother from long time ago. Since back then, he visit us today, and we're gonna have a small conversation, I can say, or maybe like a productive conversation and a fruitful conversation too. Talking about here and there what's going on, like especially in our community.
Yeah.
And I believe after this conversation, I'm gonna learn a little more about what's going on in our community, and of course, our followers too and our fans and everybody who's watching us gonna also at least get a positive motivation of what's going on and what has to be done and what has to be changed to empower, to inspire, and promote our community.
Thank you for the introduction.
Of course, yeah.
Like my name is Josue. I am a grant writer here in Denver, Colorado. And, I'm someone who's always part of the community in a way that I'm always involved with the community. I have a master's in nonprofits. So the last 5 years I've been working with like nonprofits, organizations around Colorado, like working with refugees.
That's cool.
And it's a lot of struggles. Like you mentioned, it's a lot of things going on within the immigrants, refugee community. And I believe like we can be part of the solution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's great, Josh. Yeah, I think it's really a positive thing to know that we have some young Africans out there trying to do their best to help their community, especially when it comes to immigrants and refugees and asylees. All the people, they call them in general like the new Americans.
Yeah.
That's how they try to navigate and going through the system, because we think it's always easy to come in the United States because it says like it's an American dream, but there is a lot of stuff that's going on.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, man. And like especially I can say like 100% or 80% of the system, it's like a total switch. Comparing to what we know from our countries, and when we get in here, it's a total switch. And I do believe like maybe you can tell us like a little 2-3 difficulties that you've been going through and some challenges that you've been facing, you as a grant writer and also as I can say like one of those partners or from Americans to Americans, immigrants. You are like a bridge. You are trying to help Americans and the new Americans to get connected and to work together, how to navigate a system. So maybe you can tell us more. Tell me, bro. I really want to know. I mean, I'm kind of like you want to know more about the challenges, because as what's going on out there, not only here in America and back home in Africa especially. What do you think it could be like the biggest challenge you've been going through all these recent 4 years?
To be honest, when you're around immigrants, refugees, you just notice a lot of things. First of all, with the change of the government, there's not a lot of help for like people who come here in the US, refugees, whether you're African, whether you come from, Afghanistan. Everybody's going through, the same struggle. Financial struggle is the biggest.
Oh yeah.
Is the biggest thing.
I can tell.
Like coming from another country, there's no like a lot of English. Like you need to learn English. At the same time, you gotta find a job to support your family, your kids.
It's like a lot of stuff going on. Like
your uncle back home, your uncle back home calling you.
Like especially like talking about I mean those home calls. Like most of the families in Africa, they do think like once you get in America, it's a game over. People, they think like once you get in here, oh, you have to get dollars. You got dollars. and you got money,
Yeah.
and the people they think like whenever they got issues, they can just call you and just pick their calls and their phones.
Yeah.
And sometimes they really don't know the struggle you are going through.
They don't know the reality. That's why
Yeah.
I feel like we should, as immigrants in the US, we should do a better job to really be transparent about what life is here.
Sure.
I feel like people like they are looking from outside and they think this is just the place of like just opportunity. You're walking, automatically you have a job.
Yeah.
Automatically you have this, money just fall from the sky.
Yeah. True.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
True. I used to have also this
You
joke
know?
with one of my friends. Yeah, I used to tell them like, hey, some
Yeah.
other people they think like we got there's this African dish that says like you think we
Yeah.
get money from the tree.
No.
You think like money just they're like the leaves.
Yeah.
Like the tree leaves, you can just go and start picking those
Yeah.
money and things.
You
are
just
not
shake
like that.
the tree and then the money fall down.
Yeah, like,
That's
yeah,
not.
people. I
yeah.
think also it's also part of people here in America.
Yeah.
We don't show the reality
Yeah.
because we got those responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
We start feeling like once they know that we have, so we have to show them that we have,
For sure.
and that's one of the biggest failure.
Yeah.
And we put the pressure on ourselves a lot
Mm-hmm.
because we don't tell them the truth. We don't show them what we're going through.
Yeah.
But I start appreciating recently. I've been seeing people been
Mhm.
trying to post here and there, showing them the struggle they have. But back then, I can say like 10 or 15 years ago, people couldn't really know what's happening here.
That's some. Yeah. Mhm.
So, and when you face those kind of situations, like when you have to help the new Americans to navigate the system,
The system,
what
yeah.
do you really emphasize to them about the system and what they really should focus on?
My most biggest emphasis is always about finding a community that will help you more like adjust in terms of language, showing you resources, and most important thing is to learn the language. I'm pretty sure like a lot of people that come here, their language barrier is the biggest thing.
The biggest thing.
It's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
Like I know you love your language, but
come on,
when you come here,
it's English.
make it a priority to learn
Yeah.
English.
True,
you know,
true,
it's the most important thing because by learning English, you can get a job easily.
Yep.
And by getting a job easily, you can find a way to save and improve your skills.
Yeah.
Go to a community college, to a trade school,
True.
learn something, learn a skill. When you learn a skill that someone can pay for it, you are good.
Yeah.
You know?
Talking about learning skills, because I've been seeing this, like most of people in our community, I can say, I don't know if I can call it like they do fear or they get scared of going to a college, as you mentioned, learning the skills.
Yeah.
Or maybe like, especially in America, they have this a lot of training centers, like where they invite people to go and try to acquire some skills. And what do you think, like most of people, like people when they come from Africa, especially when they get here, they don't really want to get into that. Once they get a job, they go straight in job and that's a life. And to become like
because they think by making like 1,000 per week is enough. You gotta always have ambition. I feel like as immigrants, we come from tough places. We come from poverty. Most of the places where we come from is poverty.
Yeah.
And we came here to look for a better life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you want a better life, you gotta also better yourself as a human being.
Absolutely.
You cannot just be content with the small money that you make.
Where
You always gotta think about, okay, I'm making now 2,000 per month. How can I make 10,000?
I feel that.
You get to 10,000. How can I make 100? We always gotta, keep wanting more.
Yeah.
That's what this country is about. When you look at these celebrities, presidents, they always want more.
It's true.
You know,
True.
You cannot be limiting yourself at just like a 3,000 per month job.
True.
You know?
But also, I think, sometimes you're right. I mean, you're absolutely right. I also think sometimes coming from the place where we came from, we come from the poorest grounds on earth. Yet we have we are the richest country by resources. Like
Yeah.
we richest grounds, I can say, by resources.
Yeah.
Our lands are very rich, but we don't have anything. You know, you come from a
Mhm.
country where like even to getting $1,
Mhm.
it's a big issue.
Yes.
You're coming from a country where like you get $1 per day. Like
Yeah.
an entire family, they live under $1 per day.
Wow.
And when you get in here, you started getting like the 500 per week. You get like a 7,000 per week. Oh,
Yeah.
this is game over. I don't need to go to school. Because you remember you were in Africa mostly, in our countries in particular. When you go to school, you got a degree,
Mhm.
you got a master's degree,
Mhm.
you got a PhD, and at the end of the day, your salary is $300 per week. Per month, I mean, I can say
Per month,
per
yeah.
month, $300. If you get more, it's $700
Mhm.
after having a degree and PhD and stuff. But when you get in here with not really much skills, I can say like I can say degree, no degree,
Mhm.
you're just getting like that $700 per week. You see, now your mind, you're like, it's a game over. I don't need to go to school. You in Africa, you get $700 with your PhD. Here, I don't need a PhD to get $700. So I think it's also about mentality.
Mentality, yeah.
Yeah, where we came from, our mental is poor.
True, true,
Yeah, our
true.
mental is poor, and I think in some points we should really, and especially you folks who are working on that side of project, those kind of projects of helping immigrants to navigate a system, you should be more emphasizing them of going to school,
Yeah.
acquiring skills.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, like here in America, is the opportunity is not only to get money.
Mhm.
No, the opportunity also to create other opportunities. Because
True.
once you get skills, you will get more opportunities,
Mhm.
you will get
Connections.
more connections,
Yeah. Mhm.
and you will expand your network.
Mhm.
And that's what is the American dream. The
That
American
is,
dream is
yeah.
not getting $700 per week.
Mm-mm.
No, the American dream is expand your network.
Yeah.
You are from Africa, and you will never get those network if you stay like you stay in one place. Like
Yeah.
let me say in my community. Oh no, it's my community that get me here, so I don't need anybody else. No, that's where we get wrong.
Mm-mm.
We have to get network from different
It's yeah.
communities.
We need
Yeah.
people. You cannot do it yourself.
Absolutely.
You cannot do it yourself. You know,
Especially
like you say, like this one. Some of the struggles that I went through personally is, I have the ideas, but I didn't have people back then.
true.
You know, you can have all the ideas, but if you don't have people to execute your ideas and turn it into something tangible, it's like
Yeah,
it's
not-
waste
yeah,
energy.
It's a waste. Yeah,
You
it's a
know,
waste,
you need
yeah.
people. When you have people, you can all work together.
Yeah.
You can make it happen. You know.
I mean, as you say, if you get people, you can work together. That's why most of the people when I talk to people, I like to use this word called Ubuntu.
Ubuntu, yeah.
Yeah, the meaning of that word, it's so very deep that I sometimes realize like we as Africans, like the own of the word itself, we don't really know the meaning,
Yeah.
because the meaning behind it's like I am if you are.
Yeah.
So it's like if we come together, that's what we can do something great.
Yeah.
We can do something better. And believe me, I've noticed that, like as we talk about celebrities and other big figures,
Mhm.
They didn't really get to emancipate their brain by just staying in their community. They went out.
They went out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they moved. They went to different places. They used even to have those meetings with other leaders from different communities, different part of countries and continents. When they meet, they share ideas.
Yeah.
That's how people they learn from each other,
Mhm.
and then they take those ideas, they bring to their communities and their countries, and boom,
There you go.
hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to branch out in order
Yeah.
to, you know.
yeah, and those networks,
Yeah.
and as we can see today, some other countries you don't need visa to visit them. It's
Yeah.
because of those networks,
There's no,
those
yeah.
leaders they create.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if we keep ourselves in our self communities, I don't think that's gonna be beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I just feel like the biggest thing within like the immigrants community and refugees, it's more like people when they get here, they just focus more on money instead of focusing on also building relationships.
Relationship, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know this country, you need to pay bills. That's what keeps people. That's what keeps people busy.
Say that,
You know,
that's what everyone
yeah.
says. Yeah,
It's you
Yeah,
need
that's
to
what
pay
everyone-
bills after bills
Yeah,
after bills.
I have bills.
So you need
pay.
to work overtime,
Yeah,
and therefore, like it's like, oh my god, I don't have energy to invest in any relationships.
Any relationships. Yeah, I don't
You
have
know.
energy to
So-
go out. To meet people. I don't have time. People they're now they're like they're
Yeah.
more capitalist. Like instead of
Mhm.
investing my time of meeting people,
Yeah.
I can get overtime and I get overpaid for that. Let me go to work.
But imagine if you have to give that time to meet people. You can meet someone that can even, introduce you to someone that can
Someone,
hire
yeah.
you at a better job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you do less than what you were doing, but you're still getting paid more.
Pay more. Yeah.
That's what connection is about. It's
Yeah.
about you meet people that
And-
can
And
introduce you to other people that can give you
Yeah.
opportunities if it's there.
and we
You
do
know?
believe like you folks as the part of your job is for you to more emphasize those young and the new Americans
Yeah.
to really take time on that to think about that.
Mhm.
Well, because I do believe like Africans mostly or immigrants. I mean, this country was made by immigrants. Yeah, none of the people, I can say the majority of them, like we can say like 3 to 5 back generations, they were not here in America.
Yeah.
They all been immigrants somewhere or
Mhm.
somehow. So yeah, that means immigrant they have potential
Mhm.
because they built this country. They made how it is. So and I think we shouldn't stop. We
We
shouldn't
should not
quit.
stop. We
No
should not.
matter situation we're going through,
Mhm.
we just have to, as you say, just get one skills or get one target, focus on it,
Mhm.
make it perfect,
Mhm.
and you will get through it. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
And
I know you guys will have a lot of work that side, but yeah, keep pushing.
for sure.
Maybe it won't be this generation. Maybe in the 1 or 2 next generation.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
knows? Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
as we've seen like 60 years, nobody could have believed that America could have like a black president. When Martin Luther King said about it, people
Ah,
they thought this guy is
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Years later, we got Barack
We
Obama.
got Barack Obama, and later
And,
on we got the vice president Kamala Harris.
Kamala,
And she was very close to being
Close.
the first black female to be a U.S.
There
president.
you go.
And
Nothing
so, yeah.
is impossible.
Yeah, nothing is impossible. Yeah, so we have just to keep pushing for these few people who has that idea to keep expanding,
Mhm.
keep sharing it. We shouldn't
Yeah.
stop sharing ideas. We shouldn't stop
Mhm.
sharing resources.
Yeah.
We shouldn't stop emphasizing people from our community.
Yeah.
We never know. Just do it positive
Mhm.
way. Maybe it will inspire someone
Mhm.
some days.
And I want you to know that like when immigrants come here, I feel like the barrier that they have is the mindset. Just like you said, mentality, mindsets.
Yeah.
Me, I'm always someone who's growth mindsets. I believe if I'm not good at something today, doesn't mean I'm not gonna be better tomorrow.
True.
I can always grow.
Yeah.
You just gotta have that mentality that, I don't speak English today, but the more effort I put in, I can do it. I can
True.
speak fluently like these other Americans.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Like you always gotta have that mentality that like I can always grow.
Mhm.
Whatever room that I need to be in, if I
Yeah.
put enough efforts to grow the skill,
Yeah.
build my connections, I can always be in that room. I
Absolutely.
belong in there. Like people just like they take for themselves, like they take granted, like they take granted, like
Yeah.
what they
underestimate
they underestimate themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's like as long as you breathe, you can always
You can always
make things happen.
I have also this quote.
You know?
I always say like, as long as my head is still on top of
Yeah.
my neck, I will make it
Yeah,
because my idea is there.
it's
As long as it's still up, I'm still standing. My
Mhm.
head is still standing. I will make it.
you
It might
can.
take time. It might take years, but I will end up making it
Yeah.
because the idea is still there. That means the idea is still alive.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep pushing. Try.
Be confident,
Confident.
try.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah. I mean,
You know, you can make. We all gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all gonna fail.
and we
How
learn
many
from.
projects I've started, I failed.
Oh, I
You
mean,
know,
look, for
we
real.
all have started stuff that we failed in the past.
True.
As long as you don't give up and you learn from those failures,
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
That's
all that matters.
That makes
You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We if we start talking about
Yeah.
examples of failures of people who failed and succeed, we
Yeah.
won't finish because there is a lot.
For sure.
There is a lot. Yeah. So we
For
have
sure.
just to keep pushing
Hmm.
and keep inspiring. I mean, I really, really appreciate what you're doing. I myself, you inspired me. Yeah, like, yeah. At some point, you know, sometimes, as you say, you are someone who always wants more to learn,
Hmm.
and then you push your limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like, if he can do that, he can do
I
it
can
too.
do it too.
Yeah, so,
You
yeah,
know?
you're really inspiring us, like inside and
Yeah.
outside communities. We see your efforts, and we can feel it. Maybe it's not really much big on your side, maybe, but on our side, we really see what you're doing
Yeah.
as a young Africans who one day been also an immigrant.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's giving us a positive mindset,
Yeah.
thinking like we can also do it. We
For
can.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
it was a very fruitful conversation, bro. I mean, I think
Appreciate it,
we
bro.
cannot finish. We can never finish this talk. I mean,
Yeah, it's endless stuff to talk
yeah,
about. You know?
maybe in a couple of days again, we will come back with some new topic and some new subject. It was like, you know what?
Yeah.
We had this immigrant and he's been going through this and this and this, and wow, people are going through a lot out
They
there.
are going through a
Yeah.
lot. Like
Is
you
there
won't
maybe-
believe, man. Like the stories that I heard when I was like a case manager at this refugee agency.
Mhm.
Like you hear people like coming from Congo, 9 children,
Mhm.
they're living in a 2-bedroom and no job.
That's
No, and English, it's hard for him to learn
That's her.
because he's not even literate in French or like, you know, it's like you find people that are really going through a lot, man, you know?
Yeah.
So like when you meet people like that, you just like, that's the reason why I wanted to be in the nonprofit sector so that
I feel that.
I understand the pain, I understand where they come from.
I feel that.
Now, since I understand that, I can better like, you know, help them.
Help.
You know, I can better help them because I know them. I see them.
I
you
like
know.
that. I like.
So like I know when I'm writing grants, I have them in my heart.
I feel that.
You know, I can tell their stories, and the funder can say, okay,
They can
They
feel you.
can
through your
feel that. You
words.
can say,
Yeah.
yeah, through the words, you just like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is the story of this person. They
Yeah.
came here for better life,
True.
you know, and this money that you're giving is gonna help transform their lives.
Yeah, I like that.
You know.
I like that.
So I feel like you have more impact when you go through the story, when you
True.
relate to the people.
True.
That's how you are even more productive in my job. You know.
Absolutely. I like that. I like that. I think maybe some days you guys should
Yeah.
hire me too. What do you think about that?
For sure.
I mean, I'll be helping. Maybe I'll be helping just bring ideas. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be helping. Maybe bring you some more people to help.
For sure.
But there is stories. Yeah, when you hear them, as you said,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you really understand this better than anybody else because you've been there for years, and we will, as part of the community, we say thank you for the guys you've been doing, for the job and for the sacrifice and the efforts. Yeah, just keep helping us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I
course.
mean, you didn't even take your drink. Yeah. I mean, I took
Yeah.
all your time
Of course.
asking you questions. Yeah. And I think, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. And it's been very fruitful. And we hope to have you again soon.
For sure.
And talking more about what's going on.
Mhm.
And I know you have projects behind coming on. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about your projects coming on.
Yeah.
I heard you had
Of
some
course.
projects.
Well, we got, Venice Pathway coming up.
Oh yeah.
It's basically, we are planning to open, like a hub, community hub here
Yeah.
at Mango House,
Oh yeah.
where we'll be able to help immigrants and refugees that come here,
That's
like
great.
just navigate the system.
That's great.
Like if you're looking for a job, we have people here to help you.
Yeah.
Apply for jobs. If you are looking to buy a house,
Oh yeah.
we have a lot of people that bought houses.
Oh yeah.
That
That's
can
great.
help you with the steps.
Yeah. Even
You
if
know,
you're immigrants,
yeah,
even if you're
immigrants,
athlete,
yes,
refugee.
yes. We're gonna have circles. Like we're gonna have people just like coming here,
Like
practice their
gatherings,
English,
Oh yeah.
English skills. Just meet with your brothers and sisters
That's
and
so
just
great.
practice your English. Don't feel shy. You're gonna talk, share your stories in English. Just be more comfortable with the language. We
That's
wanna
so
like
great.
be able to put you in a place where you're successful
That's
as an
great.
immigrant,
That's so great.
and that there are people out there that can point you to resources.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
That's great.
This is a place where people then can come and know, okay, if I go there, no matter what problems I have, if I need directions, there are always people there that can help me.
That's great. That's
People that relate to me, that can
That's
tell me, okay, I've been in your shoes. This is what I did. And, the results are this and that and that.
That's so great. And you say it's going to be here in Colorado.
Yes, Colorado.
Yeah.
And
Denver, like just like in
Yeah.
Denver metro area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
that's so great.
Yeah, we want to have it in like here, Mango House.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly Mango houses where,
Yeah,
people
it's in
can just
Colfax, yeah.
Colfax
Yeah.
and people can just walk in and,
That's great. That's
look
great.
for Venus pathways, and there will be someone out there, ready to help you navigate
That's so great.
the system.
Great. That's
Yeah.
so great. I mean, that's a great thing. I'm also excited about it. And I mean, as you heard, we have Venice Pathway that's coming with a non-profit organization. That's a very big news. That will be helping new Americans, asylees, refugees, and also you say also about
Mhm.
refugees, asylees, and immigrants,
Mhm.
and I mean all new Americans.
All new
That's everyone
Americans.
that want to learn
You know.
how to navigate the system,
Yeah.
want to know what's going on out there, how to access resources,
Yeah.
and I think
Even starting business, you
starting
can come
business, Yeah, I
here. We
mean,
can help you, like you just brainstorm some ideas.
oh yeah, that's
And
so great.
points out, to directions where you can look for funding,
Oh, yeah,
marketing, all that stuff. So we are here as a community to really help each other.
that's so
Basically,
great.
that's the point
That's so
of this
great,
place.
brother. That's so
Yeah.
great. I mean, I'm so excited about it, and I really
all
wish
excited.
you the best. And thank
Yeah.
you very much for your time. It was
Thank you.
really great having this chat
Appreciate
with you,
it.
bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
All
Let's
right.
finish our drink.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.